Bring in James Lee. He's a father of 5 who lives in Athens and confronted the mayor today. What is wrong with your mayor?
This mayor is a left-wing nut job into wokeism. This mayor has violated his oath of office. He is supposed to protect Athenians, citizens of Athens, not protect illegal criminal aliens.
I need to tell y'all about the real identity of a Fox News guest from this week because I am losing my mind. It's this guy. He's identified as James Lee, a resident of Athens, Georgia, and father of 5. Except that's not quite the whole story, because for some reason, Jesse Waters didn't disclose that James Lee's full name is actually James Lee DePaula, who in 2016 made headlines for abusing his wife over a grilled cheese sandwich. Yeah, it was too cheesy. She used 3 slices of cheese instead of 2, so his response was to threaten to hit her and then tear the landline out of the wall when she tried to call the cops.
What's up, everybody? Major retired Richard Ojeda here, and Fox News' decision to showcase James DePaula as a character witness without disclosing his criminal background exposes the network's hypocrisy and lack of transparency.
The motto of the American Revolutionary War is the secret to our success in America. And that motto was no king but King Jesus.
In addition to this, DePaula was arrested in 2020 for a litany of traffic violations, and in 2023 for passing in a no-pass lane. He seems like a really cool, chill guy. Now, the reason DePaula was even talking to Waters is because he heckled the mayor of Athens, Georgia, blaming him for the murder of Laken Riley. This was reported by the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, which used DePaula's full name. And in Flagpole.com's write-up, DePaula identified himself by his full name. So why does Fox News identify him as James Lee?
If that was my daughter, I think I would have done a little bit more today in that meeting.
Probably.
That mayor would have had a black eye walking out of there.
By presenting DePaula, who has a history of violent behavior, including threatening his wife over a grilled cheese sandwich, Fox News undermines any chance of credibility and integrity by doing so.
I want to know whose idea it was. DePaula or Fox News or a little bit of both. I mean, it's a lot easier for a viewer to find out about the whole grilled cheese thing if they look up James DePaula instead of James Lee. I mean, I wouldn't have even realized if it wasn't for the Athens, Georgia subreddit. But also, let's be real. James Lee, father of 5 and local resident, sounds like a much more credible source than James DePaula, guy who tried to hit his wife over a grilled cheese.
We need help from above. We need help from God Almighty to combat this current evil within our government.
This selective presentation of information serves as a glaring example of political bias masquerading as journalism. By concealing DePaula's history, Fox News manipulates the narrative to fit its agenda, disregarding the audience's right to know the full context of the story. This deceitful behavior erodes trust in the network's reporting and undermines the principles of objective journalism.
So I want to thank you for raising your voice and confronting this liar who just lied to their face.
If you want to look into this, there is a full write-up on the Media Matters page. The entire story is bizarre and also kind of gross. I mean, this guy is being treated as some type of authority by a cable news host. And while this may be Jesse Waters' ideal guest, you probably shouldn't take policy advice from a guy who gets violently triggered over a slice of cheese.
Fox News' attempt to frame DePaula as a representative of a right-wing movement against immigration policies further highlights the network's disregard for truthfulness and accountability. By glorifying DePaula's tirade against the mayor and likening it to historical moments like Rick Santelli's speech that helped launch the Tea Party, Fox News perpetuates a distorted narrative driven by sensationalism rather than facts. Jesse Waters and Fox News' decision to host James DePaula, a man with a history of violent behavior over a grilled cheese sandwich, is not just absurd, but downright irresponsible. By elevating someone with such a volatile past to a national platform, Fox News showcases a glaring disregard for journalistic integrity and ethical reporting standards. Waters' apparent ignorance or blatant disregard for DePaula's troubled history raises serious questions about the network's editorial judgment and credibility. By representing DePaula under the pseudonym James Lee and withholding critical information about his past, Fox News betrayed the trust of its viewers. This deliberate concealment of relevant facts further underscores the network's prioritization of sensationalism over truthfulness. In choosing to give a platform to an individual whose claim to fame involves a violent outburst over a grilled cheese sandwich, Fox News and Jesse Watters perpetuate a harmful narrative that sensationalizes and distorts the issue of immigration. By prioritizing shock value over substance, they do a disservice to their audience and the broader discourse on important societal issues. This reckless disregard for journalistic ethics is what got Fox sued in the first place. They apparently have not learned their lesson. Jesse Watters is fine with this kind of interview because he's a sellout lacking decency. What a pathetic excuse for a journalist, and that's a fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.